Then we go to Miami. Miami International Airport hoping to reopen for limited service this morning after the storm forced a closure lasting several days. Thousands of flights across the state canceled. Joining us now on the phone, spokesman for the Miami-Dade Aviation Department, Greg Chen. Greg, good morning. How much damage did the airport in Miami suffer from that storm, and when do you expect kind of a normal resumption of the flight schedule?
Well, we suffered pretty significant damage in our gate areas with water damage. We had a lot of water coming into the concourses at the gate areas. So that's what we've been starting to clean up starting yesterday, when we were able to really get crews out to soak up the water and get things dried up so some of those gates can get back to normal. We're looking at roof damage also, and we had to really do a full assessment of the airfield and the terminal so we can get back up and running. So we're planning on having a 30% schedule today.
Greg, power outages have been a big problem across Florida. What's the outlook for power there where you are? How much of it is down, and when do you expect it to be back up again?
Well, across Dade County, we reached about almost 100% of people not having power. There are very few people who had power. It got back to about 50%, I think we're at now, and it continues to increase. In fact, I'm home now. I finally got to get relief from the airport. I got power back yesterday, so people are getting back online little by little. Thankfully, the airport, we had backup generators there that we never lost power. We were able to actually continue operations inside the terminal, even though the airfield was closed and we didn't have flights for, well, 2 solid days. We started having some flights yesterday, but we were able to still run concessions in the airport for those who were stranded there. Our airport hotel housed about 600 guests. These were people who booked hotel rooms before the storm came, so we had some residents and travelers be able to stay in the hotel there. So all in all, we were able to still keep things running in the terminal, even though outside it was a mess.
Greg, Aaron Elmore here. Good morning. They said there were up to 14,000 flight cancellations and counting. Question for you here is, what's the biggest priority? Is it the inbound or the outbound in terms of getting everyone up to speed and where they need to be?
Well, what we'll see today is a lot of inbound people trying to get back to Miami who were relocated and stranded from getting back. And then, airlines, to get things up and running, they had to ferry a lot of crew in. So that's what the flights were yesterday. They were having flights just full of airline crew, so they can get operations going. It's been a challenge for airlines to bring people in locally. They've got their staff have their own issues at home, getting their homes together. So they actually have to fly in crew. For one instance, American Airlines, they have a large hub in America, and American Airlines has a large hub in Dallas, also Chicago, so they flew crew in from there. So it's going to be a challenge getting people to the airport now to get flights out. We're just trying to get crew and aircraft to Miami, and then we can work on getting people out from the local area.
Hey, Greg, it's Lindsay Bow. Just a question. Have you heard from the federal government at all about getting supplies and things like that into the area to begin the cleanup process?
Well, fortunately, we're able to get one of our GA airports, Opa-locka Airport, which is right up the street from MIA, and that's being used as a staging area for the U.S. Coast Guard. So the Coast Guard facility in Key West is inoperable, and also to our north in West Palm Beach. So they're using Miami as the headquarters, so to speak, for U.S. Coast Guard. We had a number of vehicles, aircraft fly in yesterday at Miami Opa-locka Airport, and that's search and rescue aircraft that they'll be using in the next few days to assist with down in the Keys and anywhere north of that, helping to search and rescue.
Greg, being the daughter of a private pilot, I know what GA means. It means general aviation, so I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I'm using airport lingo there.
No, it's okay. I know the way pilots are. I know the way people in the aviation world, how they talk.
Gotcha.
Greg, good news from you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Greg Chen from Miami-Dade Aviation. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.